Yes, good afternoon, students. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, a very warm welcome in the third class of this contemporary Indian education 1119. I think we should start our class. Last time we have begun with last time we have finished with this environmental education, and just in the last 10 minutes we have just begin the value education. Okay, and we have also seen some of the definitions of this value education, and I have already discussed with you there are so many definitions are already available on the internet also, and so many authors have given various types of ideas based on this value education. And generally we can also say that yes, in a simple manner we can also say that values cannot be taught, it can be caught. And generally we are not teaching you yes, so and so values are there and you can now learn these and these value. Okay, but how you can caught and how you can inculcate in yourself, that is called the value. And basically we are also saying that in a day-to-day life also too many values we are also learning, and we are also inculcating also too many values in ourselves also. And generally we can also say that yes, some of the helpfulness and some equality is also there, some courage is also there, even you can also say that yeah, sympathy and empathy also, these are the general values. And we can also say that these are some of the manners also, that is also called the value. And how to help to others, how to give the respect to our elders also in our family, in our day-to-day life also, how to give the respect to our teachers also, that is also called value. Because see, whatever you will be learning, so you will be also transferring to your child also, to your children also, and to your students also. So it would be transferring, you will be the future teacher and you will be the transferring. Because right now whatever you are getting, you will be the preserving. And if you will become the teacher, then obviously you will be transferring all these values to your students, how to inculcate and how to use in day-to-day life also. Okay, I'm sharing with you my screen. Then we can begin now. Yes. Now I think it is visible. Is it okay?
No, ma'am.
Just 1 second. Now I think it is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Yes,
Fine.
ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we can begin with this value education, and I think it is. 1 second. Some of the students are waiting in the lobby, so I can admit them. Yes, now they are admitting. Now, we can begin now with this value education. We have seen last time also some of the meaning of this value, and we have already discussed some of the ideals or beliefs or norms which we are also using in day-to-day life also. And most of the society members can also hold, majority of the society members can hold, that is also called value. And E.S. Brightman and T.W. Hippel have also given their views also based on this value. Some of the conscious level or unconscious level or accidentally level, whatever we are learning, that is also called value. And on the basis of our values, whatever we are learning, based on that we can also do some efforts and actions also to reach at our goal, right? Now we can also discuss some of the characteristics of values also. I think 3 or 4 values characteristics of value we have already discussed. I think last 4 values still remaining, like value energize. Yes, students, all of you are requested to please mute yourself because it creates too much noise is there. Okay, uh, thank you very much. Yes, values energize individual to actions. As I already told you, whatever the values we have, whatever the motivation we are getting in day-to-day life, also based on that, okay, you should feel that yes, I can do this action, I can do this effort also, and I can reach towards our goal, whatever we have decided, right? Values possess both cognitive as well as affective dimensions also. As I already told you, cognitive, it is totally related with our memorization, okay, and the thinking, it is totally related with the thinking based also, and affective, it is totally related with our feelings wise also, okay. So basically, see, sympathy and empathy, these 2 types of values can also comes under these affective domains also.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. Please, could you change the slide? It's showing
Yes,
the first one only.
fine. Meaning of value. This one.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Now
Yes.
visible.
Yes. You can take screenshot also because too many definitions are there of this value education, and these are the general meaning of this value, right? So you may take screenshot, and later on you can also go through that and see what last time we have already discussed all these meaning of this value also. So right now I'm discussing with you some of the characteristics of value. Now I think all of you have taken this screenshot of this meaning of value, right? So I'm moving further. Uh, yes, next one. Characteristics of value. We have seen also last time too many characteristics we have already discussed. Values possess cognitive as well as affective dimensions also. It is related with your feelings, love and belongingness also. And yes, last second one is that values are influenced by an individual's experiences, desires, specific situation wise also. Okay, so whatever the consequences are there, in day-to-day life also, because our life is very complex, and we are learning so many things in day-to-day life also. Okay, so whatever we are learning in our day-to-day life, at that time, whatever we are learning, that is also called the values, right? Okay, last one is that values can be structured and restructured through processes of reflective thinking. Reflective thinking means whatever we are learning in day-to-day life. Okay, so based on that, our language will be also totally changed, our attitude will be also totally changed, and our behavior will be also totally changed. So whatever the reflection is also seen in day-to-day life also, it would be the value. So these are the general characteristics of these values. I think I'm clear with these, all these things, characteristics of these values. Now moving further, different categories or classification of value education. Okay, last time I have also asked one question ki, yes, what do you mean by value? And I think one student has already discussed with us also, there are so many values are there, and some of the classification or categorization is also there. So generally we will see these one, some of the types, we can also say there's some of the categories and classifications of this value education. First one is personal value. Okay, personal value means basically we are dealing with ourselves. Okay, we are dealing with ourselves. So basically we can also say that yes, whatever the self concept is there, whatever the beliefs we have, whatever the thinking we are thinking in day-to-day life also, that is called the personal value. Okay, so you may also see that yes, the desires of this individual, whatever they are in the social relationships, such as excellence, honesty, self-confidence, self-motivation, even punctuality, ambition, courage, creativity, imagination. You know very well that these are some of the examples of these personal values. Personal means we are dealing with us only. Okay, हम अपने बारे में ही खुद बात कर रहे हैं. That is called the self concept, self confidence also, self esteem also. So we are dealing with us. So whatever the values we have, that is called the personal values. Okay, some other personal values can be also done, but some of the examples I am mentioning here, right? Now, another category is also there. Some of the examples of the social value, and we are social beings, right? We are not living alone. We are living with some persons. We are living in the society. So social values are basically related with the society. Okay, and some of the examples I have mentioned here: love, then affection with others, friendship with our peers also, with our friends also, right? Peer group, reference group also, even hospitality with others, right? Service, even justice, freedom, forgiveness, even sympathy and tolerance also. Some of the other social values you can also add if you feel that, but some of the examples I have mentioned here. So here it is totally related with the society. So whatever the values we are using with our society, with our peers, with our friends, with our family, that is called the social values, right? Now, next one is there moral values. Moral values means basically it means respecting others and ourselves. Respecting others and ourselves in a general level. We can also using these moral values. Respecting to the rights of others also, right? Keeping promises. So see, in a day-to-day life also, we are using all these things generally. Whatever the promise we are giving to somebody. So at that time, we need to also stuck on that. Okay, so we need to also complete all these promises, whatever the promises we are giving to others also. Okay, so in day-to-day life also, whatever the promises are giving by us also, it would be stuck, and we should also give the respect to others also. And generally, we should try to modify our nature also. ये है ना, जनरली कई लोग ऐसे भी होते हैं ना कि अननेसेसरी प्रॉब्लम्स बहुत क्रिएट करते हैं, है ना, मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग दे कैन क्रिएट अमंग आवरसेल्व्स. Okay, so at that time we should try to avoid the unnecessary problems with others also, even avoiding the cheating and dishonesty, etc. Okay, so these are the general moral values that we used in our day-to-day life. So these are the moral values. These three types of values are there. Others value we will also see in the next slide. Now, next one. Yes. Now, spiritual values. We can also see that it is totally related with the ethical value. With the ethical value. Spiritual value means it's adhyatmik. Adhyatmik related with the high level value. High level value means the ultimate ethical value is called the spiritual value. Ultimate ethical value है ना, कुछ एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी होता है. फाइन. सो सच इज मेडिटेशन, है ना. आप देखो जनरली इफ यू डू सम योगा एंड मेडिटेशन, है ना, आप कहाँ पे घूम के आते हो, है ना. कोई अमेरिका भी घूम के आता है. Even you can also think about the another country wise also. You can also see some dreams also, you know. So it's a spiritual value, it's adhyatmic means आप कुछ भी सोच सकते हो. So if you do some yoga and meditation also, at that time you can think anything. Okay, self discipline, control, purity, then devotion to the god, etc. So it highlights the principles of reductions of wants and freedom from the general greed and austerity. You know, austerity, it's a total related with सौंदर्य, है ना, गुजराती में क्या है, सौंदर्य लक्षी. So it's a totally related with Saundarya Laksi. Fine. So it is totally spiritual value and it is at the higher level. Right. Now, next type of value is universal value. Universal value. So as a part of this universal value, we link ourselves with humanity. है ना, humility, मानवता दिखाड़ी है ना आपने ते, like cosmos and all, है ना. So basically the thing is related with the humanity. આપણે માનવતા જે દેખાડીએ, જે લોકોને મદદ કરીએ, we can also help to others also, है ना, we can give the some respect to others also. So it can be experienced as a day-to-day life, joy, brotherhood, love, compassion, service, bliss, truth and eternity also. Okay, so it's a universal value and generally ये सबके पास होती है. It's a universal value. Okay, now next type of value is cultural value. It is totally related with the culture and it is concerned with right and wrong. It is concerned with good or bad or good and bad, customs and behavior. And they are reflected in our language. As I already told you last time also, I have also given one example also. If you meet somebody at some place and at that time, first time आप किसी को भी मिलते हो, so at that time whatever the talk is going on in between or among yourself or among to your friend or to somebody else. So at that time, whatever the language is used, whatever the attitude or behavior is used, okay. So at that time, you will be also assuming that यार इसका कल्चर अच्छा नहीं है, इसका कल्चर बहुत अच्छा है. They are coming, I think they are coming from the good family. Okay, so based on that language or ethics or behavior or some philosophy, है ना, कई बार ऐसा होता है ना कि कई लोगों की philosophy बहुत high level की होती है, high thinking, है ना. So on the basis of their philosophy, their education level, their language level, and some of the reflection is also there. Based on that, we are assuming some cultural value. है ना कि ये basically ये बहुत कल्चर इसका अच्छा नहीं है, इसका कल्चर बहुत अच्छा है, मीन्स ही इज द गुड पर्सन, है ना. सो बेस्ड ऑन दैट लैंग्वेज we can also assuming something about him or her. Okay, so as we have seen that there are total 6 types of value. There are so many types of values are there, but we are only stuck on this 6 टाइप्स ऑफ वैल्यू, बिकॉज आप भी बहुत कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे, बहुत सारी वैल्यूज है और इतने सारे एग्जाम्पल भी याद रखने पड़ेंगे एंड इट वुड बी ऑल्सो वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू ऑल्सो. ओके, सो वी विल ओनली फोकस ऑन दिस 6 टाइप्स ऑफ वैल्यू एंड डोंट वरी अबाउट दिस. वॉट एवर वी आर टीचिंग इन आवर क्लासरूम, बेस्ड ऑन दैट the questions would be also coming in your examination also, है ना. The question would be also based on that only. Okay, so don't worry about this here and there also, है ना. आप ये उधर इधर का मत सोचना. Fine. Now, yes.
Yes, sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Questions subjective
Sorry?
MCQs, right?
See, right now I cannot say anything because see, I don't know about this further situation, है ना, कि whether it would be starting physically or it would be also going on through online only, or the examination would be also conducted based on online only. I don't know about this the further situation, है ना. एक महीने के बाद क्या situation होगी, I don't know, because based on the permission of this government, we can also start this physically also, and otherwise we can continue with this online only. So I don't know about this the further situation. So whatever the situation or whatever the circular will be coming, we will also let you know. Don't worry about this. Fine. Okay.
मैम ये
Now,
पीपीटी आप हमें देंगे?
Sure. After completing this whole unit, we will be also sharing with you. And I think Prabhat Sharma is there. I'll be sharing with that particular person, and he will be also transferring to all of you also. Fine. Right. So now we can continue with this one. Yes. Next one. Yes, characters we have seen, and some of the categories also we have discussed. Now, The next point, this one is the last point. It is the biggest point of this value education. Role of value education. है ना? What is the main role of this value education? Fine. See, there are four subtopics are there under this role of value education. This one is the first topic, aims of education, right? First of all, we will see the aims of education. First one is to impart the practical knowledge necessary to level a useful life. As I already talked with you, some of the aims, it would be for long-term period, and it would be used in a practical knowledge, and it would be also necessary to your life also. Because see, during your schooling time, during your college time also, whatever you are learning, you would be also reflecting in your day-to-day life also. Okay, now next one is to create the new values. See, as we have already discussed with you also, some of the universal values can be also taught in our day-to-day life also, like regularity, punctuality, even honesty also, even justice also, even you can also see that respect for others, respect to our adults also, even self-reliance, and yeah, some of the tolerance also, even social service is also there, peace, even equality, curiosity, devotion, and citizenship. Even if we talk about the environmental education also, so cleanliness is also there. Okay, so these are the general values, and you can also create the new types of values. So these are the general aims of this education, aims of this education as a part of this value education, right? The third one is to boost self-preservation, self-expression, and self-confidence also. As a part of this concept of this value education also, we have already discussed to boost self-preservation. Whatever you are learning from us also right now, so you will be also preserving with you. You can keep it with you, and you can also transferring to your students, to your child, to your to other people also. So you can express yourself. Okay. Now next one is that to eradicate the social and communal disharmony, है ना? कई लोग आप देखो कि कई बार है ना, जो सोसाइटी समाज में भी बहुत झगड़े होते हैं. Fine. So through this value also, you can also learn something. If you want, you can also adopt, or you can also eradicate, है ना? So this is up to you. Okay, आपको क्या सीखना है, आपको क्या adopt करना है, this is totally up to you. Fine. Next one, to utilize limited resources effectively for better achievement. Okay, whatever the resources are there, whether it is natural resources are there, whether it is the human resources are there. So many resources are there, but those resources are very limited. But you should also utilize them in an optimum level, and you can also get the better achievement, right? Now next one is to develop personal moral codes and have a concern for others. As I already talked with you, as a part of this categorization of values, some of the personal values, moral values are also there, and it would be also concern for others also. Now, next one is to develop problem-solving abilities and positive approaches to life. Okay, if you see that up to the 5th standard, if you have observed that the school subject-wise also, nowadays the new curriculum is also forming. So as per this curriculum also, the small children, they are also learning the various types of life skills also. So even WHO, World Health Organization, has also given 10 types of life skills also. So this is the problem solving abilities is one of the best life skill, and we are also learning and how to develop these problem solving abilities. This is also very important, and some of the positive approaches are also concerned with that also, right? Next one, to preserve, transmit, and enhance the values from generation to generation. It is already discussed. Okay, so first point is over, aims of education. Now second point is there. See, if you want to take this screenshot, you may take right now. Role of value education. First one is aims of education. I think all of you have taken. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, now all of you you should take this screenshot of this aims of education. Okay, I think all of you have taken this screenshot. Fine. Now moving further, curriculum. Yes, as a part of this curriculum, also education for human values. Human values, it is totally concerned or it is totally consist of humanity or humanity. Okay, and generally, humanity means generally we are also dealing with some general values. है ना कि स्कूल में भी बच्चों को कई बार जनरल मैनर्स सिखाई जाती है कि बेटा ऐसे नहीं बोलना चाहिए, बेटा ऐसा बिहेव नहीं करना चाहिए, बेटा घर पे जाके भी ये करना चाहिए, वो करना चाहिए. So these are the some of the human values which we are dealing with the children also. So in the school as well as the outside the school also, we are also dealing with that. So keeping in mind all these things, we should form the curriculum in such a way that from the primary level, the students should learn all these things, right? All teachers teach the human values at all times of school, like practicing what they teach or what they preach. Preach means generally we can say that ઉપદેશ है ना, ગુજરાતીમાં આપણે ઉપદેશ કહીએ. ઉપદેશ generally આપણે આપતા જ રહીએ. Fine. So it would be helpful to your life also. It would be helpful in our day-to-day life also. And these all teachers teach the human values at all times. है ना, values का कोई time fix नहीं होता कि इस time पे ही हमें values सीखनी है. Fine. Every time, see, you can observe to us also कि whatever we are dealing with you, how we are dealing with you, and what we things we are keeping in mind कि हमें हमें आपकी फैसिलिटी भी देखनी है, हम कैसे आपके साथ बिहेवियर करते हैं, how we are dealing with you. So you are also learning the values from us also. So at any time of college also, at any time of school also, whatever we are practicing and whatever we are teaching to you, you can inculcate in yourself. Fine. Internalization of value in thought, word, and deed is the goal and not mere of the knowledge of it also. It is not only for the knowledge level. Okay, it is the goal, and generally we can internalize, we can inculcate ourselves. So whatever the thinking, every time we should think positively, and don't use the negative word also. Fine. So it would be your goal how to inculcate the various types of value in your children, in your students also. That would be your goal. It is not only the knowledge. Okay, खाली knowledge के लिए हमें नहीं पढ़ना है. Fine. It should be inculcate. आपके अंदर उतारना है. Fine. आपको ये use करना है. Fine. Next one, some aspects such as school prayer, social service camps, festival days, special days in the memory of great people, and national days also. See, you can think about that. You can imagine some of the aspects. है ना, see, right now we are also thinking about you also कि आप जैसे अब तक जो स्कूल में पढ़ के आए थे. Fine. So before the schooling time also, daily you deal with some assembly, some prayer also, prayer and something another things also, and national songs and national anthem and everything. Okay, just like that also, because this one is the teacher education college and we are dealing with the teachers and how to teach, what to teach, everything we are dealing with that also. So before our college timing also, we are also thinking that yes, and even every year we do like that also. So right now we are also thinking that I think from the next week we will be also dealing with this school prayer and all, है ना. हम भी आपको prayer वगैरह सब करवाएंगे कि you can also deal with this prayer and some of the another things you would have to conduct before the classes every day, and from that also whatever the values you will be learning, you should inculcate among yourself. Okay, so through prayer also, social service camps also, even if you deal with the social service camp, you will be also thinking about that, yes, how to deal with that, how to deal with the people, how to solve the problems of the people. Okay, so everything you would be also learning if you conduct this type of social service. even festival days also, special days also, conduct these type of days differently. Fine. So these are the general things which you can include as a part of this curriculum, and you will learn some new values. Right. So second point is over. I think all of you have taken this screenshot of this second part curriculum. I think it is done.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Next one. In the school timetable, and also deal with within the whole school and home life as occasion arise also. Okay, so in the school timetable also, as you have seen that abhi tak aap school mein bhi padhte aaye the, college mein bhi padhte aaye the. Fine. So every time you can also deal with this timetable and all. Okay, so in that particular timetable you have also seen that there is particular fixed time for the assembly or prayer wise also, for 10 minutes, for 15 minutes, whatever the time is dealing with that. And within this school time period, whether it is for 6 hours or 7 hours, whatever the hours are there, that would be the fixed time, and you would be also learning with that कि ऐसे ही पंक्चुअल रहना है, रेगुलर रहना है, ऑन टाइम स्कूल पे जाना है, ये नहीं करना है, वो नहीं करना है, ये इसके साथ ऐसी डीलिंग करनी है. So these all things you need to also keep in mind. So whenever we are forming this curriculum, at that time we should also keep in mind all these things, right? So now we are dealing with this third point, method of teaching. Now, method of teaching, first one is learn through family, community, and through mass media also. Mass media, you know very well that right now mass media plays a very vital role, है ना. जैसे कि आप देखो अभी तो मोबाइल और लैपटॉप और वो सब काफी सब है ना, even WhatsApp and Facebook and Twitter and everything, you are also learning from that also. Fine. So so many things are important. Even you will also learn something new from that particular mass media, through mass media also, and you are also learning from your family also, from your community, है ना, कौन सी community में आप रह रहे हो, that is also very important. Because see, अगर आप रहते हो उसके आसपास जो slum area है या कुछ ऐसा वैसा area है, and you know, they are not using the proper language, so at that time your children or your child will be also learning that particular environment also. So whenever you will be also selecting some houses or home also, so at that time you should also try to discover all these things कि ये अच्छा एरिया है कि नहीं, अच्छी कम्युनिटी है कि नहीं, उसके साथ हम रह पाएंगे कि नहीं, whether you will be existing or not. See, all these things you need to also learn something new. Okay, so learn through this family, community, and through mass media. Fine. It can be learned through direct, indirect, or through incidental method. Whether whatever the event would be done, है ना. कई बार आप incidental method also है ना, कि कई बार आप रास्ते पे जा रहे हो और on the spot आपकी आंखों के सामने if somebody is met with some accident, okay, so at the time you will be also like, see, काफी आपको भी दुख हुआ होगा, but still you will be also learning from that also. So that would be the incident. Okay, so that would be the one type of method by which you can also learn the value कि ऐसे मुझे नहीं जाना था, ऐसे मुझे व्हीकल ड्राइव नहीं करना था, ऐसे ही मुझे चलना था, something like that. So we need to also keep in mind all these things. And it can be learned through direct means through teaching. Okay, direct means through teaching. Yes, so and so values are there, and we are dealing with all these values. And indirect means somebody is giving some ideas. Okay, somebody is giving with some hints also. So indirectly you will be also learning. Okay, and through incidental method, as I already talked with you. Classroom learning activities, method and approach also, method or approach. So as part of this environmental education, I have already dealt with that also. Classroom learning activities, there are so many classroom learning activities are there. We can also form some groups also. So group discussion would be also there. Even debate discussion can be also there. Even on the spot, some events can be also organized. So many panel discussion can be also organized. So through these various types of methods or approaches, you will be also learning the various types of values. Right, practical activities matter. Practical activities means if you deal with some project, okay, so at that time you are very well familiar that if somebody is giving you some project, it would be for 1 month or it would be for 6 months. So for that completion of that particular project, you can deal with some community, okay. And if you go for the community, obviously you will be also dealing with some issues also, you will be also dealing with some problems also, and you will be also learning something new. Fine. Socialized techniques and activity, it would be also related with the society, and whatever the society is facing the various types of problems or issues, so at that time you can also make some surveys and all, okay. So this is also one of the method of teaching by which we can also learn the value. Incidental learning method, as I already talked with you, so these are the some of the list of these methods. Now as a part of this third part है ना, method of teaching, उसमें भी आप देखो, उसमें भी one part, second part, third part is also there. Classroom learning activities. Now which type of classroom learning activities will be there? First one is biography, scientist, and social reformers. You can very well, you are very well familiar with that. Some social reformers are also there. You are also dealing with Gandhiji and all, even Aurobindo and Sardar Patel, and so many social reformers are also there, and they are also dealing with some various types of functions also. They have also eradicate some of these social evils also. Okay, so their thoughts, their actions, their forces, है ना. So through that also we are also learning various types of values. आप उसकी सब biography पढ़ो, आपको बहुत सारा knowledge मिलेगा, and it is also still we are also dealing with that nowadays also. ओके, सो बायोग्राफी आप अगर देखो ना, हमारे ये सिलेबस में भी, इवन कंटेम्प्रेरी इंडियन एजुकेशन में भी आप देखो, इफ यू हैव सीन दैट पर्टिकुलर सिलेबस आल्सो, आवर फोर्थ यूनिट विल बी टोटली डीलिंग विद some of the thinkers, okay, and we will also discuss with that also in a very depth manner. Fine. Stories you can also see that, जैसे एक बंदे ने हमारे क्लास पहले भी बोला था कि मैडम पंचतंत्र की जो स्टोरीज हम सीख सकते हैं. सो थ्रू दोज टाइप्स ऑफ स्टोरी वी कैन ऑल्सो डील विद सम वैल्यूज, है ना. आप कोई भी स्टोरी सुनो, एट द एंड ऑफ द स्टोरी यू कैन ऑल्सो लर्न विद दी सम मोरल वैल्यूज, है ना, से मोरल ऑफ द स्टोरी, है ना. सो दैट वुड बी ऑल्सो हेल्पफुल इन अवर डे टू डे लाइफ, एंड इट वुड बी ऑल्सो हेल्पफुल इन अवर एलिमेंट्री लेवल ऑल्सो, इन द secondary level also. Fine. Now next one, extract from essays, articles, classics and newspaper also. Extract means abstract, it's a overall, it's a glimpses, okay, glimpses from essays or articles or classics or newspapers. So if you are dealing with some newspaper or articles also, so at that time, see, if you read out that particular whole article of from the newspaper, you will be also dealing with some value, है ना. यू विल बी ऑल्सो लर्निंग समथिंग कि यस, इसमें कुछ रेगुलरिटी के बारे में बोला, इसमें कुछ पंक्चुअलिटी के बारे में बोला, इसमें कुछ सोशलिज्म के बारे में बोला, इसमें कुछ इवन दे आर ऑल्सो डीलिंग विद सम सोशल सर्विस, दे आर ऑल्सो डीलिंग विद सम टीम वर्क एंड समथिंग लाइक दैट. ओके, सो इफ यू read the whole article from the newspaper or from any magazine also, you will be also dealing with some values. Okay. Next one is value or moral dilemmas. Dilemmas means one type of confusion, मूंझवण, effective situation for learners to think, to reason and to make the moral judgment. Judgment is very important here because see, every time we are also dealing with some complex situation, so at that time we need to also take the proper decision at the proper time. Okay, that would be the dilemma, and in the life of the individual also, every individual has to face all these things, है ना. हर एक बंदे के लाइफ में ये सब सिचुएशन आती ही है. सो एट दैट टाइम दे हैव टू आल्सो डील विद दिस डिलेमा, एंड एवरी सिचुएशन इज नॉट सेम, and life is very complex. So at that time learner has to think about that, कि whether this direction is proper or not. Okay. The dilemmas constructed may be on issues like environmental conservation, scientific temper, social justice, equality, pros and cons on various issues. Students may be asked to react to each issue with reason. Okay, so various types of dilemmas are there regarding all these examples also 130. And environmental conservation, some issues are also there. So regarding that also, we need to also learn about something. Yes, how to deal with that, how to reduce those reasons also, how to reduce those problems also by giving some solutions and all. Okay, so we need to keep in mind all these things. So as we have already dealt with that, first point is over, classroom related activities. Now, yes.
Ma'am, can we say that this dilemma is giving the
Yes. 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 Yes, that would be the classroom activity. Okay. Case study, we can also give them as a teacher. You may also ask the students to deal with the case study. And you know very well that if you give some case study, it would be totally unique. And case study means something which is unique. Okay. सबसे अलग जो भी होता है. Yes. So we can also deal with them also. So as a part of this dilemma, we can also give some of the activities. Okay. Ah, yes, yes. Essay is totally different with case study because you know essay means it is at the general level, it is at the universal level, fine. And case study means something which is unique means आप अगर कोई बंदे के ऊपर कोई case study आप कर रहे हो, अगर आपको एक क्लास में सब students है, if the students are 50 and if you are dealing with some case study on a particular individual, so you need to also identify some of the unique features, unique characteristics of that particular individual जो सबके अंदर नहीं है और वो बंदा वही कर रहा है. So that would be the unique, and on the part of these uniqueness you can deal with the case study of that particular individual. So you can also do some case study on institution also, you can also deal with some individual also. So as a part of this case study, it would be also come under the dilemmas, and essays and dilemmas is totally different. Fine. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. Now we are dealing with this second point, practical activities, methods or approach. Okay, some practical activities can be done subject-wise project work. As you know very well that in our B.Ed class also, there are so many subjects are there, and even the 110 students are there. So even all the students are also coming from the various types of background. You know, some of the students are coming from commerce, some of the are coming from arts background, some of the coming from the science background also. So as per their subject wise also, we can also give various types of projects. है ना? Some of these students are also coming from management background also. Okay, so based on their subject, we can ask to prepare any type of project which are dealing with some issues or problems, and how to give the various types of solution of that particular problem. We can deal with that. So this is one of the activity, practical activities, and whatever they are learning during that particular project work, that would be the value. Okay, so this is one of the activity. School campus, classroom maintenance activity, school campus है ना, how to deal with that, classroom maintenance. आप देखो हर एक classroom में भी उसका maintenance और everything, even school campus also है ना, हर एक school का जो campus होता है, infrastructure level also. So as a part of this infrastructure level, the teachers or principal or higher authority can give the work or activities or task to each and every class also. So this is also one of the practical activities. So cleanliness is also there, है ना? And maintenance of the school campus, trees and plants also, this is one of the value. So whatever the values you are learning, you can also inculcate in our day-to-day life. Social forestry and community developmental activities also. Community developmental activities, we can also say that it is totally related with the social service. है ना? कि कई बार हम सोशल सर्विस भी बहुत करते हैं फाइन सो एट दैट टाइम वी कैन आल्सो कंडक्ट दिस टाइप ऑफ एक्टिविटी एंड during that particular activities or task while we are doing on that so during that also whatever the problems we are facing whatever the solution we are giving that would be the value and we are learning something new fine next one is work experience related activity work experience related activity means है ना कई बार ऐसा होता है कि सी एवरी टाइम यू नो वेरी वेल दैट एवरी टाइम वी आर लर्निंग समथिंग न्यू कई बार हमें हमारा काम कुछ सक्सेस नहीं होता ओके सो एट दैट टाइम वी आर आल्सो सीइंग दैट जाने तो भले काम हमारा कंप्लीट ना हो भले सक्सेस ना हो बट वी आर लर्निंग समथिंग न्यू मैं उससे कुछ तो सीखी या मैं उससे कुछ तो सीखा फाइन so that would be your work experience related activity and obviously if we are dealing with the new activities and new tasks also obviously we are learning something new that would be called the value okay next one is environmental awareness aids preservation awareness also this type of really we can also conduct to create these types of value environmental awareness एड्स प्रिवेंशन अवेयरनेस ऑल्सो अमॉन्ग द सोसाइटी है ना कई बार हम रैली एंड सम ऑफ द that also they are also this is also called the value so this type of activity can be done yoga meditation and prayer session also as I already talked with you and co-curricular activities so many co-curricular activities will be done and see this one is your first semester so you will be also learning some of the co-curricular activities कि which type of co-curricular activities can be done है ना वो आप सीखते जाओगे हमारा एक ग्रुप भी अभी क्रिएट हो रहा है co-curricular activities and we are also dealing with you and as a part of this co-curricular activity I will be the one member of this one so you will also see that this type of co-curricular activities can be done during your 2 years of B.Ed program okay eradication of the social evils campaigning activity like some dowry and gender inequality alcoholism so these type of social evils should be eradicate and that is how to eradicate that is one of the main important thing that would be one activity and through this activity we can also learn something new okay and now next one is there socialized techniques or approaches we are also dealing with that also here role-playing activities such as expected role in ideal student, teacher, parent, and patriot also. Okay, role-playing activity that is the most important thing because see, you have also seen so many movies, है ना? आपने बहुत सारी मूवी देखी होगी इवन फॉर एग्जाम्पल ऑल्सो 3 इडियट्स मूवी इवन तारे जमीन पर एंड लक्ष्य ऑल्सो इवन गुरु ऑल्सो Bhag Milka Bhag. So many movies you have seen, you must have seen. So from that movie also, you know, आप कई बार ऐसा बोलते हो ना कि yes, this movie is very good. We are learning something new from that movie, है ना? समाज को कुछ अच्छा रास्ता दिखाता है. It would give the proper direction to our society also. Okay, और ये सब ऐसी मूवीज है जो हमें बार बार देखने को अच्छा लगता है fine so this would create a good value among us okay so role playing activity is also very important and you know very well that patriotic and all so values we are dealing with that also truthfulness and universal truth property and simple living and so many things quest for knowledge and so many things are we are dealing with that okay dramatization activities like staging play drama both traditional folk and modern values also okay so if you see that particular drama wise also you will be also learning something new okay enacting opportunity to take up and practice the role of different kinds and taking the role from epics and scriptures also है ना आप जैसे देखो आर्ट्स में भी बहुत सारे स्क्रिप्चर्स और उसके बारे में भी सब कुछ दिखाया गया है so from that also if you read them if you see them if you observe them so at that time you will be also learning some new values Okay, and modeling exercise such as gender inequality, problems pertaining to the woman's role and all. है ना? So these are the general problems, environmental conservations and protections also, water pollution, various types of water pollutions and all that, all those things. So this is totally related with the societal socialized techniques also. So how to deal with that? That is also called value. See, only one thing is remaining, and that is the incidental matter. I think our time is over. So see, next time we will see with this one. This one is the last slide is remaining, and it is very common. If you say that, then we can also deal with that. Yes. Yes.
No, ma'am. Easy, we will cover it.
Yes, I can cover it within this 1 minute. Incidental learning method. It's a totally incidental. It is dealing with the on the spot event is there, and it would be episode or experience in our day-to-day life also, whether it is from individual or group level also, है ना? कि आप अगर कोई movie देखते हो या फिर कोई serial देखते हो, तो it would be also learning something new, and it would be also dealing with that also. Fine, it can be inside or outside the classroom. Obviously, the whatever the method would be using, it would be from the outside or inside also, and consist in identifying wrong or right direction. So see, as I already told you, whatever the values you will be learning with, that you will be adopting to you or by you, that is totally up to you, है ना? आपको वो अडॉप्ट करना है या नहीं करना है, पार्टली करना है, होली करना है, जो भी करना है. Fine. So whatever the values you will be learning, that is totally up to you. Fine. And either pre-plan or observe by accident. Okay. So whatever the events will be done, whether it would be on the spot, है ना? कि जैसे आप if you cross the road also, and at that time you should have or you must have see the signal wise also, whether it would be red or green or yellow is signal is there. So it would be basically deal with your personally, means incidental learning is also there. So it would be plan, or it could be observed by accidentally also. Okay, so many methods are there by which you can inculcate the value among yourself. Okay, so with this one our topic is over, this value education. I think all of you are clear with this value education. If you have any doubt or query, you may ask the question. Okay, just 1 minute, I can take your attendance. Okay, and now all of you are clear with this value education. Okay, so for the next period we will also deal with the new topic in as a part of this contemporary Indian education. I think nobody has any question regarding this value education, right? Okay, so all of you are clear with this. Okay, so I think this is a good enough information for this value education, and you can deal with these particular PowerPoint presentation. That is okay. Otherwise, we will not ask any question beyond this syllabus and all. Okay, so whatever we are dealing with you, from that also we will ask some questions. Don't worry about it. Okay, thank you very much for attending this class.
सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट यू मैम, प्लीज लास्ट स्लाइड शो कर दीजिए, उनका स्क्रीनशॉट नहीं ले पाए हम.
Okay, fine. Incidental method?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this one. You may take the screenshot. One minute. Fine, you can take the screenshot. Okay, now it is done. Fine.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Fine.
Ma'am, एक
Okay.
minute.
Yes. You may take.
Yes, ma'am, हो गया.
Fine. So thank you very much for attending this class, and for the next time on Wednesday we will also meet with you on the same time. Fine, and we will also deal with the new topic. Thank you very much. Now
मैम
you
ये
may leave.
Okay, ma'am.
टॉपिक खत्म हो गया है तो आप प्रभात को ये पीपीटी सेंड कर देंगे.
After completing this whole unit, second unit, I will forward it. है ना, सबको मैं एक साथ ही दे दूंगी, एक करके नहीं दूंगी. Fine. पूरा एक यूनिट का एक साथ ही दे दूंगी.
जी मैम.
Thank you. Okay, now you may leave the meeting.
थैंक यू मैम.
Thank you, ma'am.